So have you ever done anything that you regretted the next day because it's been like alcohol involved?
I was with my girlfriend.
Okay.
And I cheated on her.
Oh. Drinking has got to relax in 2018. We in near
2019. We're going into 2019, and I don't know if I can keep doing it. Let me ask you this. Alcohol in general, it's something that's so prevalent in our everyday society.
Right.
You know, like I, for one, I hate to admit this out loud, but I can't go like to public places without having a drink. Damn! Now my recovery is getting longer and longer. Like it takes me like 48 hours before I'm like fully back in like good condition.
That's one of the reasons why I've been feeling like, you know what, like I don't even know if I should be like drinking like this. Like I was low-key thinking about like the effects of it, and I'd be like faded. And I'm literally popping, shaking, I'm talking to everybody. I'm Millie rocking to Adele, and I'm literally over here tripping. I'm sending risky text messages. I'm hitting up ex-dudes that I used to talk to, like, why you ain't call me back? And they like, well, we ain't talked for 3 months. Next thing you know, I'm over here looking stupid on text messages because of tequila. You never did.
It's okay. The effects of alcohol in general, I think it's something that we don't talk enough about because like we love it. Like, you know, and I hate to say that, regardless if you hate to admit that, we do. We love the effects of being drunk. Off the top of your head, what's your favorite drink?
I actually like Black Label.
Okay.
Like that drink is starting to become like one of my favorites. And then when I want to get like super ratchet, I'm gonna drink like 1800, so tequila.
Okay, like, and for me, like anything whiskey, like is my go-to. You know, like I'm drinking whiskey, and it's so funny how fast we can like name what drinks we want at the bar, but we don't think about the effects when we drinking it. So it's like,
we don't.
Why do you think that we just continuously go? But let's see what the streets have to say about drinking in everyday life.
So let me ask you this: do you drink?
Yeah.
How much do you drink?
Occasionally.
So you're social drinkers. So like, would you say once a week, twice a week? What are we looking like? 3 times a week?
Maybe like 2, 3.
Okay.
I don't like the taste of it, but it's like when everyone else is doing it, then it's like, okay, I'll do it, it's fine.
Right. Do you drink?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, so on average, how much would you say you drink?
I drink like maybe a half a gallon.
How often are you drinking half a gallon?
How do you feel about alcohol's effects on today's society? You feel like that is something that we constantly see, or is it something that you feel like, you know, it's kind of your choice?
I feel like it's my choice. The reason why I waited so long, I mean, a lot of my friends were drinking all throughout high school. I never felt pressured.
Okay.
At the time, I was an athlete, and that was more important to me.
Why do you drink?
I drink because it kind of might mellow me out if I'm like about to go somewhere. It can light me up. I always can have a fun personality, but sometimes I want to get a little bit more.
So when you drink, do you ever think about like the negative effects of drinking, or is something that you just like, I'll think about it later?
I'll think about it later.
I do think we overindulge in alcohol.
Okay.
I mean, I myself have drank every week, every day this week since Tuesday.
Okay, last question. Would you ever give up drinking?
No, I don't think.
To me, I should never do it again.
Can I give it up? I can. I fasted before, so I can give it up. I just don't think that it's necessary to ever give up because unless you are overdoing it, then you should give it up.
So it seems like the streets have their reasons why they drink, what they drink, and stuff like that. We decided to ask on Instagram, you know, how people felt about alcohol and stuff like that. So some of the questions we got. So this question says, what's a positive effect from drinking? So what would you think a positive side of drinking is?
A positive effect is, you know, you're able to let loose and become fun. Like, I feel like for people who naturally don't turn up like that or have long work weeks, like drinking could be something that winds you down or turn you up when you want to be in a fun environment.
Agreed. Some studies say that, you know, a glass of wine a day is actually good for you.
What studies say that?
I don't have the actual fact,
Where
but,
your
like,
Googles?
but it's been stated that a glass of wine is supposed to be, you know, healthy for you. And I mean, at the end of the day,
wine.
yeah. And at the end of the day, you know, it does give you that, like, of course, you know, let that loose side. It's that liquid courage, you know. And sometimes that's kind of, you gotta.
Liquid courage
stray a
ain't
line.
really that good to me. Like,
I mean, but it gives you that extra, like, driving force. Sometimes you might be afraid to do something and it kind of knocks off that edge.
like a dude can shoot a shot and be like, man, I was drunk.
Yeah, and then I shot my shot. I was just like, hey, you know what? And she said no, but I mean, it's like, that's all that mattered.
Okay, let me get one. So, this one says, what external influences cause you to drink?
Oh, external influences.
If I'm stressed out at work, I definitely feel like that's gonna be a reason why I'm drinking. If I'm about to turn up, I feel like that's gonna be a reason why I'm drinking. But to be 100 with you, that's all I got for why I would drink.
Yeah.
I'm not a person who's just gonna be drinking just to drink. That's just not me. And even for people who do drink like that, like, that's a huge problem. And I think it's another reason why this episode is important, because we want to highlight that these social behaviors of just drinking just to turn up can turn into that.
Think about the world we live in. Social media, billboards, TV, nowhere you
Great
go,
point.
everywhere you see someone's drinking. And they don't never like show
Great
the bad sides of it, unless you like talking about like a movie like Hangover where
Right.
they got really twisted.
Right.
But like a lot of these movies like glorify drinking. They glorify this idea of like it's a good time, you know? And like that's kind of what society puts in front of us. You know, you can go on Instagram now and you scroll, boom,
Yep.
Ciroc ad, boom.
Have you
Hennessy
ever
ad,
happened to you too?
boom. Yeah, all the
I
time.
can think it and it be popping up on my timeline.
And that's just because the culture we live in, you know, they're trying to get people
the
to drink.
FBI was watching.
And I think, of course you did, because they really want to watch you. Nobody want to watch you.
I'm popping.
Anyway, at the end of the day, I think it's about drinking responsibly, you know?
I have, you know, peers who have DUIs, and I didn't even think like,
That's
damn, you
right.
guys really got DUIs? And they're like, yeah, like I wasn't even drunk, and
Right.
they got me. They have, you know, the breathalyzers in their car, and they're sitting back like blowing in it every 20 minutes when we're driving, and I'm like, oh, this is real life. And they're sitting back like, yeah, like I'm never drinking again.
That's just great.
So to me, it's like when you think about stuff like that, I'm just like, dang, do I really gotta drink that much? But at the same time, I'm young, so it's like, why not? But then I don't wanna be 50 with liver failure because I turned up so much when I was 25.
I think if you don't know the health concerns, like the idea of addiction, the idea of like liver failure, cirrhosis, drinking and driving and stuff like that,
You say drinking and driving?
that's a problem too. I think that's the big thing, you know, we want to kind of share on people. There's different ways to drink. There's different, if you have a problem with drinking, I think there's different resources that you need to make sure that you kind of check into. We'll list some, you know, at the end of the video. So if you ever have those questions, you might need to check it out. But as always, you know, you can follow us, ask any questions you want. You know, maybe our next topic, you can find us at Let Me Ask You, the letter U, this on Instagram, and then also on Twitter, Let Me Ask You This _. Thank you guys for tuning in.